Caught in a bad romance. Want you bad romance. Let's fucking go! Hey everybody, my name is Caleb and welcome back to my channel. So some of you are probably wondering, Caleb, where the hell have you been? Your YouTube page has been in a drought for months. You haven't posted in so long, we thought you fell off the face of the earth. I apologize for not posting in such a long time, especially last year. Like, there were so many albums that came out. So the reason I took a step back from YouTube was because I've actually been working on another personal project, which, drumroll, is my own album. That's literally the craziest thing I've ever said, but yes, I am working on my own album. I'm writing it myself, producing it myself, so naturally you can imagine it takes a lot of time. I started working on it last year, but by the time it hit April/May, I realized that if I wanted to actually get this album out in a decent time, i.e. this year, I really needed to prioritize that. So unfortunately, YouTube did have to take the back burner so that I could focus my free time on this project. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and I'm really excited about it. It's called Vice President. There's like a whole theme going on. The first two singles are out right now, Outlaw and Vice President. So if you want to listen to those, I will attach them down below. You can stream them on YouTube, but they're also available on all streaming platforms under my name, Caleb Watson. I'm gonna make another video later going more in depth about the album and why I made it, kind of what it's about, but I just wanted to share that. I promise I didn't fall off the face of the earth for no reason, but this video is not about me, it's not about my project. Today is all about Miss Lady Gaga and Mayhem. I am so excited for this project. I have been looking forward to it for so long. I feel like pretty much everyone knows the Fame and the Fame Monster and became a fan of Lady Gaga during that era. And that's pretty much the same for me. When Just Dance and Bad Romance came out, it altered something in my brain chemistry at the ripe age of 9 years old. Ever since then, I've been like hooked on Lady Gaga and her music and what she's all about. So this album, I feel like it's taking me back to the era of the Fame and the Fame Monster. That grungy 2000s pop is like so infused into this project so far, at least from the singles. And it just makes me so excited to hear the rest of this project. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I just pulled up the album on my phone. I see it is 14 tracks. It has a runtime of 53 minutes and 12 seconds. So it's a really nice length project. It seems like all these songs are going to be really nice length, kind of between that 3 and 4 minute pocket. As much as I love a 2-minute banger, like Punch Me in the Face and Leave, I'm really glad that these are all longer tracks so that we can really dive in and enjoy them. Speaking more specifically of the tracks, I have heard all of the singles, so Disease, Abracadabra, and Die With a Smile. And the songs that I'm most intrigued going into this project are Garden of Eden, Perfect Celebrity, and Killa. I don't know, something about those 3 tracks really speaks to me, and so I'm gonna claim them going in. We'll see if I actually like them or not. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this project, and we're gonna start with a song we all know, Disease. The first time I heard this drop, gagged. Oh, it's so good, just so grungy. Screaming for me, baby, like you're gonna die. Can play the doctor, I can cure your disease. What's really funny, so hearing the song for the first time, obviously it's called Disease. When I heard I can be the doctor, I can cure your disease, it instantly reminded me of The Cure. And it's funny because it's like, this almost feels like the foil to The Cure. The Cure is the more lighthearted version of a relationship and being that rock for another person in a relationship, whereas Disease is the much darker version of that. It's almost saying, I want to see the worst parts of you and I can handle the worst parts of you, if that makes sense. So I just thought that was really interesting the first time I heard that, and you know, it always is in my mind when I hear this song. I can play your doctor, I can cure your disease. Oh, the backing vocals here are so good. Drop out. Oh, her vocal delivery on this bridge is phenomenal. Come on, bring it back, Gaga. Oh my God, so good. And here just taking it up higher and higher. Oh. God, what a good song. This is just such a solid opening to this project. It instantly sets the mood. It really gives you an introduction to this world that Gaga is building, especially in the music video. Oh my God. If you haven't watched the music video, totally recommend you go watch it. It's amazing. It just really gives you an intro to what's going on in Gaga's mind. It is so good. And I think this song was slept on when it came out. I don't know why it didn't go number one. It went number one, it went triple platinum in my house, but it should have done that in everyone else's house too. But anyways, Disease, we love her, and she's an absolute bop. Alrighty, next up is Abracadabra, which we have also heard. This is such a fun song. Hearing it out at a club is literally the best thing ever. It is just so infectious. The beat, the lyrics, so fun. So let's bop out. And this drop, oh my God, it's so good. Oh, I need to turn it up. Abracadabra, amor unana, morta ugaga. When Lady Gaga calls out her own name in a song and then starts making up her own language, you know it's gonna be a freaking bop. Literally, abracadabra, amor unana, abracadabra, morta ugaga. Yes, like, it makes perfect sense to me. Like, that is what needs to be said. Choose the road on the west side. Time to cast your spell on the night. Oh, and this bridge is beautiful. Bring it back one more time. Abracadabra, devil of the night. Hell yeah. I swear that song is gonna be probably one of my top songs of the year. It is just so infectious. And also with the music video, at the very beginning of the music video, Lady Gaga says the category is dance or die. I'm sure there are many different meanings to that. A lot of people have different interpretations of that. But to me personally, that line screams resistance. If you live in America, you know that it is not a good time right now. There are a lot of bad people in power, and they are actively working to harm marginalized communities. The Black community, the LGBTQ plus community, women, literally like all marginalized groups are being negatively affected by our current administration. So when I heard the category is dance or die, it just instantly reminded me of resistance, especially within the LGBTQ community. Being unapologetically yourself and living your life the way you want to live it is the best way to show resistance. And I feel like that's just a really strong motif within this song, even if that's not the full intention. I think that's why this song is so popular amongst so many people, is that it is a reminder that in times like this where it feels like there's a lot of bad going on in the world, there is a lot of love as well. And being unapologetically yourself is the best way to show resistance. Alrighty, next up is the first track I haven't heard. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Garden of Eden. Let's get into it. Ooh, I love that production. Okay, choir. Oh my God, I love it already. Oh, that note up there. Oh my God, the post-chorus. Oh my God, the little stutter. Okay, I need a pause. This is already so freaking good. The production is just so reminiscent of early 2000s pop. I've seen on Twitter, people are like, oh my God, Gaga's bringing back recession pop. But like, she is. Like, this sounds like it came straight out of 2009, and it makes me so excited. I'm barely paying attention to the lyrics. I'm just vibing right now. It is just so good. I really need to start paying attention. I'll take you to the Garden of Eden. Now listen, I've said it so many times. If you can sing along on the first time, it's a certified bop. The fact that that post-chorus is so damn catchy that it's already stuck in my head. I'll take you to the Garden of Eden. It's a bop. Like, there's no denying it. It is a bop. That's all Gaga knows how to do, is make bops. So, am I surprised?
No.
Yes, give us the vocals, Gaga, yes. And the ad-libs up there. I'll take you to the Garden of Eden. Oh, this outro. Holy shit, the production. I know there's like 10 seconds left. I'm winding that back. I cannot wait to hear this with headphones. This like drop and then drop back in. Oh my God. It's so good. Producer, you get a standing fucking ovation. Holy shit, that was so good. I'm actually like, I'm sweating, I'm getting worked up. It's gonna be one of those things like, it's so good that I'm gonna get pissed off. Respectfully get pissed off, of course. I wasn't paying too much attention to the lyrics, but from what I gathered, the song is pretty straightforward. Essentially, Gaga is saying like, we're gonna give in to our temptations tonight and we're gonna have fun on the dance floor and see where the night leads us. And I just think that energy is so much fun. Again, this song is a certified bop. I love it. No notes. Oh my God, okay. Didn't even get 2 seconds into the song. So when Gaga released the track list on her Instagram, there was a snippet of one of the songs playing in the background. And the instant I heard that snippet, I was like, that song's gonna be the one. That production is nasty and I need it right now. I need to hear this song right now. Okay, let me restart the song. Literally, I got 4 seconds in and panicked. Like, that is nasty production. And the moaning? Are you kidding me? Okay, I don't mean to pause literally on the first line, but she said, I'm made of plastic like a human doll. And that has to be a connection to Plastic Doll on Chromatica. But it is interesting, I'm made of plastic like a human doll. So a little bit of a flip there. You know how I was saying disease was like a foil to the cure? That line is kind of like a foil to Plastic Doll. So I wonder, I guess if this album as a whole is almost like a foil of who Gaga is, and like this album is a foil of the rest of her discography, if that makes sense. It's really interesting to me, but I'm gonna keep an eye out on that while I'm listening to the rest of the tracks. That vocal delivery is so haunting. Oh, fuck yeah! Oh my God. It's so good. It's so good. If she screams more in that last chorus or that outro, I'm not going to survive.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
So far, my understanding is that she's talking about that battle between who she is as a stage presence, as a celebrity, versus who she is as a regular human being. And basically just talking about that clash in her own humanity. I love when artists talk about that because it's a really good reminder that at the end of the day, artists are also people and they need to be treated like such. Like, they are not dolls for the general public's amusement. Oh, I look so hungry, but I look so good. Talking about how people in the spotlight have bodily expectations put on them that are just not realistic. And this genius annotation says, many women, especially in the public eye, have dealt with eating disorders in order to maintain a perfect physique. In turn, this can warp the ideals of their fans, pressuring them to adopt similar habits. In 2012, Gaga revealed that she had been struggling with bulimia and anorexia since the age of 15 and founded the Body Revolution 2013 campaign to encourage body positivity. She's directly calling it out. There is that expectation for people in the spotlight to look literally perfect. It is so crazy what people expect artists to do and be. Okay, before we jump into that chorus, I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, but I love diving into the lyrics and really dissecting songs. In the pre-chorus, she says, I've become a notorious being. Find my clone, she's asleep on the ceiling. So I feel like that can go one of two ways. Either one, tying back to facing who Gaga is as a celebrity versus who she is as just a regular human being. Or two, Gaga facing her own like internal demons. That's kind of a common motif in horror movies and things like that, you know, like the demon hanging on the ceiling and looking at you while you're asleep. So almost as if Gaga is facing her internal demons and trying to come to terms with them. Oh my God, that drop into the chorus. Oh my God, yes, Gaga, give it to us. Okay, bridge. Oh, I love that. To me, that push and pull of the production kind of signifies the highs and lows of being a celebrity. And I mean, I personally wouldn't know, obviously I'm not a celebrity, but there are so many awesome and positive things that come out of being a celebrity and getting that recognition from the public. But there is that expectation to be perfect, and you get scrutinized for every little thing you do. So there is that push and pull, there is that pro and con of being a celebrity, and the production choices in this bridge perfectly encapsulate that to me. Yes! Oh, hell yeah! And another outro. Oh my god, the outros are so good. Oh my god. That was so good. Holy shit. I've been recording for this song for almost 15 minutes. All things Gaga.
That's how I feel right now.
Beautiful vocal layering in this opening so far. A little bit of a funky beat. Ooh, love that. Ooh, with the piano stripped back, that's gorgeous. Wow, that was a beautiful track. I did not say much at all during that song. I was really just enjoying the production and trying to digest the lyrics. So the Genius annotation for this song says, "Vanish into You is seemingly a commentary on how Gaga wants to merge into a singular identity of her partners in order to insulate herself from her worldly emotions." Yeah, that's kind of what I gathered, almost using another person as an escape from all the other bad things going on in the world and just having that safe space with a partner. Ooh, okay, that beat is funky as hell. I love it. Gonna make the curtains what? Oh my god. Gonna make the ceiling shake for me. I'm gonna be your full-time bedroom demon. I'm gonna make you scream. Okay, Gaga said we're getting a funky, freaky ass track. And I'm sad. I'm here for it. I love the production so far. It's so different from what we've heard so far, but still fits nicely into the theme. And boy, you're gonna die tonight. Oh, wait. Looking at you like a zombie killer hungry for a homicide. I wonder if that is a tie to the next track, Zombie Boy. That'd be really cool if it is. Oh, okay, we're getting a switch up in the production. All right. I want to hear this with headphones on too. Oh. Where are we going? Oh, okay, there we go. All right, that was killer. I really enjoyed that one. Again, it had such a different feel from the other tracks, but still fit really nicely into the vibe of the project. To me, this song is radiating Jennifer's body energy, and I'm so here for it. I love when Lady Gaga gets a little freaky with us. It's so entertaining. Alrighty, so we are officially at the halfway mark. I've been having such a fun time with this project so far. It feels like we've been here for 10 minutes. Like, this is so good. So let's go ahead and jump into the next track, Zombie Boy. Oh my god, put your paws all over me. I love that. Ooh, this is giving like a little bit disco, a little 80s influence. Oh, okay. This was the track that was teased in the Disease music video. I just recognized that little bit of the chorus. I could be your type from your zombie by... I love the attitude in her delivery. Oh my god, that guitar is sick. Come on, vocals. Ooh, there's like 20 more seconds. God, the outros on this project have been so good. Again, another just bop. Very fun, clubby styled music. Again, I mentioned at the beginning, it was a little 80s inspired, at least with some of those synths that were going on, so I loved that. Was not paying much attention to the lyrics, just enjoying it. I really don't know where this one's gonna end up on my ranking. Just with how strong all of the tracks have been so far, it's gonna be so hard ranking this project. Alrighty, so next up is Love Drug. Come on, Kesha reference. A mood. I don't want to feel, I don't want to cry, so I'm gonna dance until I feel alright. Again, I feel like that's kind of a tie back to, in the Abracadabra music video, the category is dance or die. Just that idea of we're gonna push through by dancing all of it out. We're gonna dance out all of our emotions, sweat it all out, and just be. Beautiful vocal delivery. Oh, this is so good. Oh shit, that's the end. It's funny, I was gonna say that song felt shorter. It's not really, it's still 3 minutes and 13 seconds. I just got lost in that ending. To me, this song kind of has two different meanings. I feel like it could kind of tie back to Vanish Into You, kind of talking about finding solace in a partner and finding love in a partner. But I feel like this could also be Gaga talking to herself, saying, I just need your love drug, like I just need to love myself and I'll be all right. I don't know if this one's necessarily been my favorite so far. Don't get me wrong, I think it is great, but just because this project has been so strong so far, you know, when a song is great versus when it is like spectacular, amazing, show-stopping, one of a kind, never done before. Just ranking wise, I don't necessarily think this one's going to be like super high up, but I definitely think it's going to grow on me once I get to know the lyrics. Ooh. Ooh, that vocal chop is really cool. I love this post-chorus. I really did not say much at all during that track. I feel like that's happened to me on a lot of these tracks, but I mean, once that production kicks in and I hear those drums and Gaga basically singing me a lullaby, like I just shut up and I just want to sit and enjoy. So I'm gonna read the Genius annotation because I was not paying too much attention. Gaga challenges her partner's fascination with an idealized good girl that only exists in his mind. She asserts herself as the real, unapologetic alternative, emphasizing her allure and the emotional chaos she brings to the relationship. The song explores themes of identity, desire, and the tension between societal expectations and individual authenticity. Gaga's position is both the truth teller and the temptation, forcing her partner to confront the illusions he clings to and choose what he really wants. So again, this song explores the idea that Gaga is a multifaceted human being. She's presenting to this partner, to this person of interest, like, hey, this is the real me versus this is what you have in your mind as who I am. So she's saying like, how bad do you want me? How bad do you really want this like true version of myself? I kind of picked that up while I was listening, but again, that production, I was just swaying my head and enjoying. So I'm excited to really dive into the lyrics a little bit more the more I listen to this one. Ooh, I really like that lyric. Saturday morning, my head is on fire. It's hard to blame you for your crimes when I have mine. Essentially, Gaga is saying like, you've done bad things and you've done things to hurt me, but I've also done things to hurt you as well. And we both need to be held accountable for the negative actions that we've done. I really like that. I like the way that she worded that. I really think that lyric is interesting as well. And in the mirror, I get weak at the girls staring back at me. They're your eyes, they're your eyes. The Genius annotation would probably be better than me trying to explain, so I'm gonna read it. This set of lyrics describes looking in the mirror and feeling weak in a toxic relationship. In this song, Gaga's character knows that her relationship with the person described in the track is not a healthy relationship, and it's eating at her to the point where she starts to see bits of the other individual inside of her. Hence, they're your eyes, they're your eyes. It is worth noting that the song emphasizes the fact that the relationship created for Don't Call Tonight is in fact a toxic one, the pre-chorus showcasing the effects of the relationship on Gaga. That's kind of what I've been gathering so far from this song, is that she is talking about a toxic relationship that is eating away at her, thus saying like, don't call tonight because you're just gonna hurt me and it's not gonna be good for either one of us. I think so far it's really interesting. Like, now we're on track 10 of 14. We've definitely explored many different facets of who Gaga is as a person, but also her relationship with love, whether it's self-love or love with other people. So this is definitely one of the more, I guess you could say, negative relationships with love, because she is directly talking about a toxic relationship. But at least she is acknowledging the fact that said relationship is toxic and it's not good for her. Ooh, the synthesizer on the voice, it's very Daft Punk coded. I love that. That growl. Oh, yes. I think my favorite part of the song was that bridge. The vocoder, I said the vocal layering. I think I meant to say the vocoder. It was very, again, Daft Punk coded. Just a really cool switch up to the sound within the song. And that like last chorus was so good when the production stripped back a bit and you just really got to hear Gaga's vocals soar. Her vocal delivery on this project has been fantastic. It's been a really good mix of leaning into that dark, grungy electronic aesthetic, but also there really have been lots of great moments where you could just hear her raw vocals shining. And I feel like this song had obviously a great mix of both. And I think this song kind of, the more I listened to it, the better it got. More elements got incorporated into the track the further you got into it. Yeah, this one was solid for sure. Hell yeah, Gaga, know your self-worth. This is a nice follow-up to Don't Call Tonight because of the fact she says here, because I won't be used for my love and left out to cry. Basically recognizing her self-worth and what she brings to a relationship. So it's nice seeing that full circle moment. I love that delivery. All right. I have no idea what that lyric means. Hard to be the yellow in a purple sky. This is why I can't live without Genius. So purple tones cancel out yellow as they're opposite to each other on the color wheel. In this verse, Gaga is describing not wanting to fade into the background or dance in the shadow of this man. Again, this is why I love pulling up Genius, because my two brain cells cannot put this shit together on a whim. To whoever's out there sitting in some secret backroom dissecting all of these lyrics and typing it up on Genius day of, thank you for your service. Your work does not go unnoticed. And us individuals with literally one brain cell greatly appreciate it. I love this chorus. I love the back and forth in this chorus, how one line is sung really quickly and then the next line is sung much slower. Just that push and pull with the lyrics and the delivery shows A, that foil theme that we've seen throughout the project, but B, with this song specifically, how Gaga does not want to fade into the background. I love this post-chorus. The extra vocal layering. God, this post-chorus is so good. Yeah, I really enjoyed this track. The production, the lyrics, just everything about this one was so good. I feel like I've basically said that about every single track, but like, especially this one. This one was really good. That reminds me of that one scene from the Hunger Games. Tick tock, tick tock.
Tick tock. Tick tock. Tick tock. Tick tock. Okay.
Oh, wow. That drop into the chorus. All right, I have seen this lyric a couple times. You can't hide who you are, 11:59. I wanted to read the Genius annotation. Again, Genius coming in clutch. A minute to midnight signifies a critically close proximity to a catastrophic event, typically referring to the symbolic doomsday clock maintained by the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, where midnight represents a global catastrophe like nuclear war, and the time before midnight indicates how close humanity is to that point, with a minute to midnight being extremely close to disaster. It essentially means we are on the brink of destruction and urgent action is needed to avert it. Time also frequents itself with apocalyptic ideals in many religions and theologies. See the Mayan calendar and revelations from the Bible. This may also be a reference to the story of Cinderella, who needed to hide who she was and whose magical powers could only last until midnight. That's sort of what I've been getting from this song so far, is the idea of like this cataclysmic event of meeting this person and being with this person, with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like it's all coming together and making this one like almost apocalyptic event. At least that's how it feels, because, you know, the feelings are so powerful. I also really like that line, I know you're hungry, ready to bite, because I feel like that's a direct tie back to Garden of Eden when she's talking about biting the poison apple. That temptation in Garden of Eden kind of leading to this almost cataclysmic sensation of love in this track. Oh, come on, vocals! So good. Wow, yeah, that one was really, really good. I really like the fact that this one was a bit slowed down. Of course, we've had a lot of fun moments. We've had a lot of fun upbeat tracks. This kind of feels like the slow dance moment at, you know, a dance or a party. And just really realizing that this love or this connection that you have is powerful. Wow, that's really, really pretty, and also a very sweet sentiment. Come on and wrap that blade of grass around my finger like a cast. That kind of reminds me of Paper Rings by Taylor Swift, where she says, I like shiny things, but I'll marry you with paper rings. Here she's saying, like, if you put a blade of grass around my finger, that is all I need, because, you know, what we have is so special, and the glitz and the glam, none of it really matters. Just the only thing that matters is you. That's a really, really sweet sentiment. This song kind of reminds me of Joanne a little bit. This bridge is so good. Ooh, I love that chord progression. I feel like I need a lighter, just like back and forth. Yeah, that song was beautiful. I very, very much enjoyed that one. Again, I touched on it. Basically, Gaga is just saying, you know, wrap that blade of grass around my finger and we will make it last. We will make it work. As long as we have one another, it does not matter. It's a very, very sweet sentiment. These last couple of tracks have been a nice way to kind of bring us down from that exciting high that the rest of the album has been. So it's nice having our like ballady moments to kind of bring us back down. Alrighty, so that's going to lead us into the very last track on this project, which is Die With A Smile. So let's go ahead and bop out, and then we will get to our final thoughts. Will you and I have to say goodbye? Like it's the last night, I wanna be next to you. And what's funny, now that I've heard The Beast, in The Beast it's talking about cataclysmic love, and in Die With A Smile, the chorus says, if the world was ending, I'd want to be next to you. So a really lovely tie back to the previous tracks. And I feel like with these last few tracks especially, we've really seen this story layout of Gaga not only realizing her self-worth, but realizing what she brings to a relationship and what she deserves from a relationship. And she's found the one and wants to be with this person through thick and thin, or quite literally apocalyptic events. It's like this is endgame type thing. So it's really nice seeing the story kind of round out in that regard. I wanna be next to you. I really think Bruno was such a phenomenal feature for this track. Like, he just has such a good voice, and his voice blends so beautifully with Gaga's as well. Like, they worked so well together on this track. The harmonies are so good. If the world was ending and our time on earth was through. Oh my god, so good. I'd wanna be next that is the end of Mayhem. Honestly, now that I've listened to the entire project, I think this is such a great closing track. I know Gaga has closed out tracks with a more ballady type song before, but I just wasn't sure how this song was going to sound just in comparison with the other tracks. But because of the fact that there are a few other more ballady tracks, especially at the end, I feel like sonically it does translate really nicely, and it's a nice progression between all of the tracks. Alrighty, we have officially reached the end of Mayhem. Overall, I gotta say this project was everything I wanted from Gaga. It was so much fun to listen to. There was a lot of great lyricism, beautiful singing, of course. Her voice is just so versatile. I love hearing her on these grungy, funky pop tracks. But as we see, like, of course, with the last few tracks, the more ballady ones, she sounds beautiful there. You can really tell that Lady Gaga made this album as a love letter to her fans. And also, you can really see throughout this project that Gaga is sort of battling and talking about all these different versions of herself. We've seen that in the music videos, and I know I've been talking so much about this idea of like a foil and just like, you know, different versions of yourself, either who you truly are, how you're perceived by a partner, how you're perceived by the media, how you're perceived by fans. You can see all of those different facets of herself throughout this project, and I feel like that also ties really well to all of her previous albums and, you know, all of the different versions of herself that we've seen in the past that have led up to this point, like the Fame Monster, Born This Way. You can really see that version of herself through, you know, these grungy, darker pop productions. And then you get to art pop. Art pop was very experimental, it was very funky. You get some of that in the productions as well. And then, you know, Joanne having the more stripped back moments, those more personal moments. Of course, Chromatica, you know, Chromatica is a dance album, and this is also a very dancey project. Like, there's a lot of upbeat songs. It felt like this was such a good conglomeration of all of her past eras into just like one cohesive project. Again, it feels very much like a love letter to her fans and just everyone who's been supporting her for the longest time. I'm very excited to dive back into this project. I'm gonna go buy the vinyl, and it's gonna be spinning on that vinyl table over and over again. Like, I really feel like this is probably going to be my album of the year. If not my album of the year, definitely top 3. So next Grammy cycle, I hope this album gets a lot of love and recognition. I know she already won a Grammy at this past Grammys for Die With A Smile, which is super awesome, but I really hope this project as a whole gets a lot of love and recognition because it so deserves it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into my ranking for this project. Here is my current ranking for Mayhem. This is just based on my first few listens, as I'm getting to know the album, as I'm editing this video, so on and so forth. It's very likely that my ranking is going to change as time goes on, but this is just where I'm at with it right now. So let me know your thoughts of my ranking in the comments down below. And on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being patient with me while I took a long hiatus from YouTube. It's good to be back, so I'm really excited to kind of get back into it. If you want to stream my 2 songs that are out right now, Vice President and Outlaw, I will attach them in the description box down below, and they're also available on all streaming platforms under my name, Caleb Watson. And if you feel like keeping up with my musical journey, music releases, personal life, all that fun stuff, you can follow me on Instagram. That's also going to be attached in the description box down below. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.